Okay. Okay, I leave it. Okay.
Maybe.
So Kaido, come here. So welcome.
Thank you.
Sit down. We're going to look at your game. So how many times have you played in Sweden?
Well, in Sweden, I think I've played many times.
Yes.
Many times. I've lost the count, but here in Rilton, like 6 or something like this times.
Yeah,
6, 7 times maybe.
Okay, good. Good.
But, well, the first time was many years ago.
Yeah.
It was many years ago. But but I'm always happy to be back here for the change of the year.
Right.
I think it's a really nice tournament to play in
Yeah.
here in Stockholm.
Do you play professionally just now, or?
It is not only playing chess, but also
with other
stuff
activities.
connected with connected
You
with
do some training and juniors and things like that.
Stuff like this, like most.
Yeah, typical for chess players. Yeah. Okay, so let's dig into your game.
Let's see, what was it? I'm not quite sure myself.
No.
What happened there?
No. Have you played against Monica before?
No,
Never?
I played against her husband,
yeah.
3 times, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the game. So you played e4, and we got the Caro-Kann, the advanced version.
Caro-Kann was one of the options that she could play. I mean, she's playing different openings.
Yeah,
so
yeah. And you played this maybe not standard move c4, but it is a little bit popular now.
This is some game.
Yeah, it's been played many times. Of
There
course.
are many moves I played here. Knight f3 mostly in this position.
Yeah.
Also h4 I tried recently, and also knight d2.
So
instead of c4.
just so we have this move.
There are h4 is one.
One interesting option.
One
Knight
move,
f3, the short variation or short defense or whatever they call it.
Well, he calls it short attack probably.
Yes, I know. Yeah. But it's a joke. So there are many options here. But
this is more position. I mean, knight f3, but there is also a lot of theory connected with it.
There are many lines.
C4,
so c4.
I just thought that could be less familiar to her, maybe.
Have you played it before? Or?
Once.
Yeah.
Once, yeah.
It's kind of interesting. You get an interesting
4 months
center.
ago, yeah.
So let's see what happened.
This was played by Magnus Carlsen on a few occasions.
Yeah,
C4.
yeah. We can see here he played against Firouzja in 21. This line.
This was one game, and they also had it against Fedoseev in World Cup 2021,
so
which was
probably
important.
right.
Semi-final.
Also winning.
Yeah.
So
knight c3 and
knight c3.
They say one bishop b4, which is a move. Bishop b4 and
bishop
cd
b4
and then queen took on d5 for some reason.
But knight e7 looks very normal.
Knight 97 is the main move.
Okay. And h3.
It's a little bit mysterious move.
We were trying to explain it. We didn't know what to say. Was it to prevent bishop g4?
I mean, if you bring out your knight to f3, for instance, immediately, then there's because the only problem black faces is maybe that he's lacking some space. So if he manages to exchange one light piece, then I mean, she shouldn't have any problems. So h3 is kind of a restrictive move, maybe in a sense. And it's existing. This move.
Yeah.
Well, she took on c4 immediately. I think 97 was like the main move.
Yeah, 97.
And after knight f3, I don't know. Then you might consider bc, because then.
Yeah. So maybe she helps you a little bit.
Maybe the knight's committed to f3 then.
Yeah, maybe. But then h3 makes more more sense.
When I put it to f3, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
But in the game, I got this chance to choose either to put it to e2 or f3 after she took immediately. So dc.
So dc.
Bishop takes.
Knight e7.
Knight e7, and now it took some time. If knight
f3,
then we kind of transposed to that on what could have happened if she would have started with knight e7.
Right.
But
so she gives you an option here.
But I felt that knight ge2 is an interesting option.
Yeah,
maybe a bit,
because
a bit more flexible, maybe in some sense.
And I'm thinking also you're looking at these squares, for instance, e4. Maybe you want to get the knight there at some point.
Yes.
Maybe threaten to jump here. There are some options.
And also not blocking pawn. I mean, like Philidor used to say, the pawns are the soul of the chess game.
Yeah.
So
knight e2.
So it's a move.
Yeah, it looked good. I thought.
It's a move.
Yeah, and then knight b6, and of course you move the bishop away. Knight d5. But she has a perfectly okay position here, right?
It's a very, very solid position. Yeah.
Castles also very logical. Bishop e7, I would say, looked nice. Knight g3 also quite.
I was briefly also considering pushing everything immediately.
Yeah, but if she had castle, that is more attractive in this situation. Maybe you.
The king is still. She can still.
There is always the long castle.
The long castle, queen d7, and so on. So and I don't want to commit too much.
Right. So you played knight g3.
Yes.
Queen d7.
Okay, now. Yeah, of course, it's an important moment. So there's a possibility to take f5.
It's possible,
It's a move.
It's difficult to evaluate, right?
Yeah, and also I thought that once she didn't play bishop g6 here, so perhaps I could start with queen f3 and then consider taking there. But then she wisely.
Then she moved back.
Moved the bishop away, and now we have. Knight c4.
Yeah, you played this
I
move.
Suppose,
It's a logical move.
And now long castle instead of short.
Yeah. This is kind of. Well, it's easier to play maybe for black because you have something to play for. You can play f6 and things like that. But she did in the game, and she didn't really get anything. So.
Well, it resembles some Queen's Gambit accepted with e4 move, and then e4, e5, and black gets this d5 square. So it's kind of similar to that one. Yeah. But over there, the knight is in c6. I mean, pawn is in c7, knight is in c6 normally. I mean,
so it's a bit different, yeah.
So here, I mean, she has. As Dvoretsky used to say, one knight is. I mean, she has too many knights here. I mean, which want to be in d5.
Right.
So
we were thinking that you would try for some a4, a5 or something like that. Did you think about that, or you didn't want to go for that?
Yes, this definitely crossed my mind. But a4, there is a move a5 from black side.
Yeah, that's the question. And the b4 square.
b4 square. Of course, there's c5 square on the other hand for me. Perhaps, a4 is also. It's
no, but we also thought that maybe bishop d2 because it's not committal in any way. You still have all the options.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why do anything?
Sometimes there's bishop a5 or something. It's connecting rooks.
Yeah, and it could be a preparation for a4 because now a5 is.
But now knight c7, I don't know. I maybe underestimated this move. Knight c7, there's retreat. So d4 is hanging. First I thought to play rook fd1. But then I was slightly worried about h5. h5, h4, and then bishop h5. So
this was one of the plans.
This is why I played knight e2 here.
Yeah, so you played the knight back.
Knight back,
Well, the computer wants rook fd1, but I understand h5 and h4 and
Computer thinks differently.
It doesn't think so much. It
doesn't think at all, to be more precise.
Yeah, so this is not so easy. Anyway.
I thought knight e2 and then keep the rook, all the options open. So that's why. Sometimes there's knight f4 also.
This looks like a position where you can do lots of moves without actually doing anything. You just prepare and wait and hope for the opponent.
Yes. So at some point, knight c5 jumps, and or a4, a5, like you said previously.
Yeah. Something at some point.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like
Bishop
you're
A5.
waiting for opponent to make some mistake.
To help, to come to help.
Help a little bit.
So
rook hf8.
Well, to prepare f6, obviously.
Yeah, rook fd1, and then f6.
Mm-hmm.
You can discuss if that's.
This is certainly one of the critical moments.
Mm-hmm.
So first I thought that knight c5 was very strong. Here knight c5, but then she takes and jumps to d5, and I wasn't too sure about this.
No.
I mean the evaluation here, because I mean this change of pawn structure.
Mm-hmm.
On one hand, I'm getting rid of this weak pawn on d4, but on the other, I mean the knights.
It's not so easy. Your bishops are not so effective with
very good stronghold on
blocks.
d5.
Yeah, so this is not clear.
And
And again, you have committed to this, and
yes,
it's not so clear how you continue.
I didn't try to find anything convincing.
No.
So I chose another path. But okay, maybe EF is fine. I mean, having this.
Yeah.
Structure.
Actually, what you played was Jesper. He suggested this idea to take and play bishop h6.
He did.
Yeah.
I was unhappy after the game.
Yeah, but he suggested because he thought it would be interesting, because it sort of restricts Black's play a little bit.
But then she gave up the light squared bishop instead of a dark squared one.
Yeah.
And G file also accounts for something there. Well, she did the right thing.
But I mean, you have a slight advantage here.
Because you think so, yeah.
No, don't.
A little bit of, yeah. I mean, some little tactical line is if she puts it to f7, then knight f4. And the idea is if the knight jumps to d5, then I take on g6 and knight g5.
Right.
Winning some material there.
Yeah, we can show that.
So yes. So if rook f7.
Rook comes here and you play knight up.
Let's say that move.
Yeah. And then if let's say some move like this, then you can take it. It's a bit slow because it's internet connection. But knight
the
here.
position is complex, so computer is.
Yeah, thinking.
No, then I take on g6.
You take on g6. Sorry. Yeah.
Knight f4 takes.
Yeah.
G6.
So this.
Knight.
Maybe we can turn off the computer. Maybe that's a good idea.
Maybe.
And this.
And knight g5. Yeah. Should be
very nice.
Should be working working well here.
Yeah. So this is the type of thing.
So that was that was one little line here.
Yeah.
So instead she did the right thing. She took and rook g8. This is a nice semi-open file.
Yeah. Knight f4.
Knight f4 in order to to prevent rook g6 and then doubling maybe so to take away the square.
I think this was Jasper's thought that this stops her play on the g file.
Yeah, but I mean, she puts the knight to d5 and then maybe the bishop to d6, and he always wants to exchange stuff if needed. Now she went bishop b4. I thought it might have helped me a little bit. I don't know. Bishop d6 maybe immediately is a move.
Because you cannot take.
Perhaps there's no big difference, but generally speaking, Black is quite solid actually here. Bishop d6, and
we thought even after this move, we thought that this looked fairly equal.
This is also fine for Black, I think. But okay, rook e2.
Rook e2.
And then
rook e8.
Okay, rook d8 is a very solid and safe move. Yeah.
a3, bishop d6, rook e1, very solid.
To double.
And then king b8.
Yeah.
It's not a mistake.
We were kind of running low on time also.
Yeah.
But it was not easy to assess and evaluate and to decide for. I mean, let's say he can always, I don't know, take twice on f4
But
to decide if it's good or not,
Yeah.
or is there something better. Or
in
to push
situations
f5.
like this, you just want to do your moves.
To do your moves,
Yeah.
and then maybe also a little
hope
bit,
for a
little bit
mistake.
hope that your
Yeah.
opponent will
Yeah.
not find his best
Yeah,
moves.
precis. You want to get something for free. You don't want to have
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
go into something.
So the main thing is not to
Yeah.
blunder anything.
No, King B8 seemed to okay. Queen F3 looked.
Queen
like a
f3
decent-
to get well, I mean rooks
Yeah.
first. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
open
yeah.
file,
Yeah.
and also to get away from f5 push and some.
And at some
lines.
point,
So
you can
it's,
maybe take on D5 even.
So yeah, without worried being.
Yeah.
So f3 is a good square for the queen.
So Queen
for
F7.
sure. Here.
Bishop
Okay,
C4.
yeah, to take on d5 maybe is interesting. I
Yeah.
played bishop c4. It's again restricted. I mean, wanted to take b5 square away from the knight, so
Mhm.
that's why I did it.
Yeah, it looked
That's
reasonable,
that's why I did it.
non-committal.
Non-committal, yeah,
Yeah.
just improving a little bit.
Yeah. A6.
A6 the same.
And you played
maybe
king.
still-
King.
Here actually,
G3. I
here
don't-
actually, g3.
But it's actually the best according to the computers.
Yeah. I mean, well, one important, very important line is actually in knight takes e6, which needs to be evaluated
Mhm.
and
This.
calculated. Yeah. No, the problem with this line is, which I saw. Well,
Mhm.
the rook takes. Well, let's take with the rook. Yeah. The
Yeah,
rook
yeah,
takes.
sure.
Rook takes. Knight takes. Bishop d5. CD.
Turn off this.
Mm-hmm. To make it smoother.
Help it.
To make it smoother. Yeah, this way.
Okay.
Bishop d5.
Take.
CD. Queen d5.
Take.
So two pieces are hanging here.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I mean, there's a very strong move here, which is queen g6.
Yeah.
And I can't take with the rook.
And there's
Well,
Queen B1.
There's
also.
queen b1 there.
Yeah.
And queen can't move because g2 is.
So we have this here. You have
g2
this
is
here.
yes, yes.
So you cannot touch this.
That is the important line here, which I kind of saw. So this is also a reason why I played g3 in order to give some
Yeah.
air. To
No,
the king.
we thought that G3 looked like a decent move, but then you played
It
H4.
is a move that is not blundering anything.
Yeah, but then you played H4. We didn't like that so much. Here, you played H4.
H4 was.
We thought you would just move the king, maybe, something like this. Just wait.
Well, H4 was done with more or less with the same idea, but maybe there. Of course, giving the G4 square sometimes.
Actually, the computer says that she's slightly
Okay.
better after this move.
Mm.
With the idea, because you have the G4 problem here. I don't know. Also knight F6 G4 at some point. Maybe not here, of course, but
Well,
at some point.
E6 is always.
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah, perhaps King H2 was kind of maybe more cold-blooded, really. H4 is a little bit impulsive move.
yeah,
perhaps.
yeah. But then she made a bad move, I think. Bishop F8.
Yeah, Bishop F8. Well, she couldn't decide. I mean, what to exchange her when and where and on what terms.
Mm-hmm.
So she decided that she would make a move that will force me to exchange
decide.
off something,
To decide.
to take a decision, myself.
Yeah.
But I took an interesting decision here.
Yeah.
I took d5 with the bishop.
Yeah.
which is
This was
a
actually
little
one of the.
bit, little bit unusual, but
This was one of the moves we actually analyzed in this situation. And we.
This is changing the pawn structure, of course. After, because she can't take on the h6.
Right.
E6 is hanging there.
Yeah.
And here, I didn't have much time, and she didn't have much time. So, okay, knight d3 was jumping around with the knight. There's also some knight c5s somewhere. Getting away from e5 maybe. So I thought knight d3 is a
But
good.
our
good
impression
move to
was
play.
that she has some problems because her pawns are not really flexible. They are sort of locked.
Yes, and one of the main problems is that the knight is on c7.
Right.
If the knight could be somewhere else,
Yeah.
let's say on e4,
That
life would be beautiful.
Yeah.
But it is on c7, and also my next move was to prevent or to restrict
to
a4.
To block it.
Yeah, to take the b5 squared away, and also push the pawns further up. Yeah.
So now it was serious time pressure.
It was, and most probably. We didn't play the most.
King b8.
The best moves here. Okay.
And now you played rook c1, and according to the computer or lichess, you could play queen e3. I guess.
Well, what's the thing with queen e3?
I don't know. I cannot say, but let's have a look.
But okay.
I guess
it's the black doesn't have e5 now. Maybe e5 was a good thing for black to do.
Yeah, maybe that.
What happened in the game? Yeah. So
you played rook c1, and now e5 is suggested for black. But you're still better after that. So, I mean, it's no big problem. You can play knight c5 after the e5.
Okay.
So.
But to evaluate e5 precisely wasn't the easiest of
and now knight
tasks.
c5 was a possibility. You played queen h5 here.
Okay. Queen h5. To hit 2 pawns. h7.
Well,
yes.
The computer says it's equal now. Knight f4. Well, now she missed knight e6 probably.
The knight e6 was a move, yeah?
Yeah, hitting d4. Because you can take on d5 with the queen, but you exchange and you take on.
No, I can
d4.
also. There's also pawn on h7, but probably. But then the computer isn't f5. I mean, I mean knight e6 takes on h7.
Take on e6, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
But
perhaps, yeah. I have to say that. Yeah, this feels very 96, very concrete move to change off my strong knight.
Finally, because this is the big problem.
Yeah, my strong knight indeed. Yeah.
But she played rook e7, which is a very natural move. I mean.
Yes, it's typical time trouble. You just protect and then you maybe play.
Yeah.
But here, okay. So I went this one. And she played f5. Okay, f5. Yeah. So
you just
I seized the open file.
Now you definitely have the advantage. Again, it's the bad.
Well, now the thing is that now there's now knight e6, which I managed to tackle because then there's queen h6. I thought queen h6 very unpleasant move.
Right.
So here I think she's already too late for knight e6. So
she played rook g7, going for something, I don't know what.
To pass the move also, I mean, this being one. And b4, yeah. And
now comes the final mistake. But
it's a mistake.
Queen f6.
But there was pressure mounting, of course. I mean, b5 is coming, so she wanted to attack something.
Yeah,
and she played queen f6.
It ends the game. But already it's very, very difficult to find moves, right?
Yeah, because.
What can you do?
She cannot, I think, play stuff like e3 or probably. This is what she was planning when she played rook g7 also.
No. But it's again the.
I mean, when my knight is alive on f4, and when we compare those horses, the one on f4 and the one on c7, I mean, they are completely of different breed.
Right.
So
she went.
Once she failed to play 96, then.
Yeah, she had a chance.
Yeah, she definitely.
You always get some chance, but you have to take it. So now
here,
now this.
Well, it's pleasant to play the 40th, move 40. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And here, unfortunately, there's.
Well, if she takes back, of course, there is a slight problem coming.
Fork is being delivered.
Yeah.
On d5 here.
This one.
Yes.
There's always a knight fork somewhere. Okay, so e3 she played, and then you took, and then she resigned.
Yeah, because we had reached the time control. And,
no, I mean, I think it was a very good game. It was one of the games
game, yeah,
we followed it, and we thought it was very interesting. Many difficult situations, and Jesper said that this was a very professional game. We both played very tightly, and tried to pressure the opponent without taking any risks.
Yeah, well, the little risk was maybe when I played c4 in the opening. So I mean, to choose to go for this. I mean, it is really the most familiar line to me. So
yeah.
I mean, if you in every game you're following your main lines, or I mean, it's
no, but there's no risk. C4 cannot be risky. I think
it's not that. It's just that I lost the game in it. When I was 14.
Okay, you never forget. No, but
actually it was H4, H5, and then C4. Okay, so it's slightly different. Yeah.
Not exactly the same. Anyway, yeah, good game. Congratulations, and you are now leading the tournament.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, and we have followed your games. We saw your game yesterday. Let's see. We can just quickly have a look at that. We thought that this ending was advantages for you, but that maybe he had some.
Is bishop ending or?
No, not the bishop ending. When there were rooks.
Before, when the rooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but objectively it was holdable.
Yes, not here, but
he
way
missed.
back.
I did this little trick there. I mean,
I got
him into kind of Zugzwang or something. I mean, I passed the move. Yeah,
yeah, it was very nice.
I passed the move, and then he immediately went wrong.
Yeah, in the opening there was.
In the opening, honestly speaking, I didn't expect this what he played, but.
Yeah, I think in this position the computer says that he can play bishop d4, and it's an equal game. But when he missed that move...
But the trend was already...
it was in your favor.
It was my friend, not his.
Yes,
at that point.
Yeah.
So,
and we said that already when when you played this c3 move here.
C3... this.
This is of course theory. This has been done before. Yeah. But the thing is, once you have done this, he has to prove something, because he has this weakness.
He has weakness. I mean, if you just look at the pawn structures, then black is better. But,
that's the thing.
But the thing that black doesn't have is the Catalan bishop,
of course,
which is in G2. So
but this has to be utilized. You have to. If you never manage to do anything, in the end he will still have a pawn on the c file. And we said,
I like my pawn structure. This is for sure. Yeah. And there are of course many games.
Yeah, of course.
But after knight in the game later on, after you play knight d4, later after BC, we are taking. So rooks. Well, I took, but instead of taking.
Here.
What would you play here? Like.
Well, we thought you were going to take on d4.
Well, it spent a long time here.
Yeah, but
way too long.
Yeah, but that was.
I mean, you should know this position. Frankly speaking.
Well, I don't play this line with.
I mean, me.
Yeah. But I mean, knight d4 looked like a.
It looked like a decent candidate.
Yeah.
But the way to go, maybe it's also playable. Knight d4, but the move a5 is the thing.
Yeah. And maybe then you don't get into this situation where you can pressure.
A5, by playing A5 you develop your rook on A8.
Yeah.
A5, A4, and the rook is.
And you also disturb this knight here on B3. So this would have been the best move, right?
I think the computer in a very, very great depth it will tell you so. Yeah.
It may be equal game. Yeah.
It has all the chances to.
It's more active. But you made this exchange.
I played.
You played this.
No, rook d8 was there. I think rook d8 was a good move. Actually.
Yeah.
That was the justification of previous move.
This is of course a nice situation because some would like to take here and take on d7.
This, by the way, this even happened. I think in a game Erik Gacy Aronian. This one. Takes an a1, knight takes. Rook d8, rook d8.
Yeah, rook d8.
Rook d8 is a move here.
This is the move. Yeah.
Rook d8 is a move, and
maybe black is to preferable.
Black also won that game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I don't, but that was, I think, some sort of online rapid as they.
Yeah, we
they
thought that
games.
if you got this, you would be quite happy.
I would be happy with my rook here.
Yeah.
I seize the d file and infiltrate, and then
very nice.
Attack his 8 pawn.
But you played. This was a nice game.
But later on, I mean, in the end game, especially this, the triangulation, I mean, passing the move later after the time control. Because honestly speaking, I didn't find a constructive plan, so I just decided to pass the move and. Sir, please, it's your turn now. So wait for his.
But here already we can see that the trend is in your favor.
Here,
and it's not very nice for him to play this position. I don't know if it's winning.
Fun position. No, probably not. But this G5 I'm creating some, also fixing. I mean, G4 move I think was, I felt was nice.
Yeah, there was at some position here you had very little time. You made the move in the last second or something like that. Is
last
that correct?
Second even. I think I had more.
Maybe more. We get it.
I think
with
it
some
wasn't
delay.
that dramatic.
No, maybe, but there was some situation where you had very little time when you made the move, and we thought, why isn't he moving? Because
why is the guy?
Why can't you just move?
Hibernating?
So
if okay, so here, he played bishop c2, so we made some moves.
Yeah, and then we played this. Well, this is very nasty for him, even if he can maybe somehow squeeze out a draw. I don't know.
But he doesn't do anything. He just stands.
Yeah, but okay.
I mean, okay. Let's see what happened. What was so bishop d3?
Rook a1.
Yes. Okay. And this. Yeah. And now to e1.
Yes.
So to pass the move.
Yeah. Yeah.
And.
And here he made a
well,
mistake.
he needs to. He played rook b2, which. I mean, when you're passive, you're looking for some at least ideas or hints of the ideas. Rook b2 intending maybe rook b5 and at least give some check, one check at a time, and then back. But in reality, rook b2, then his coordination gets, because there's check on c1, and this check is one unpleasant check. This is. Because now.
Yeah, because if he plays king d2, then you play rook a1.
Then rook a1.
And then you have
too far from far away from the.
Rook a2 check and so on, and you.
From the guy.
Yeah.
And one important line here is rook c2. What happened? In the game also. So rook c2.
Yeah, this is very
now
nice.
Comes rook a1.
Yeah.
King. Okay, he didn't play king b2. I mean, if he would have played king b2.
Yes.
Which is then I have this rook d1 move, because now the rook isn't on d1 any longer.
And then when he goes back here, you just take on d3.
Then I take. Yes.
You have this very nice, and you win the pawn ending. Yes. Well, I was quite impressed when I saw how you won it, because it seemed like you will have to fight for a very long time and maybe try for some break with e5, and then suddenly you just won. I
passed the move to my opponent. And
What do you want to do with the move? I want to lose.
This was the trick I was looking for.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you.
Congratulations on your 3 wins, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Hope you win another one.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Good luck. Tournament break. Okay, we will be back in a little while. Thank you.